Hello children, today we will solve a sample paper which contains questions from the chapter number system, polynomials, coordinate geometry and linear equations in two variables. Okay, so here is the sample paper, and this sample paper also includes case study based question and assertion and reasoning questions. Okay, so let us see this question. The first question is find the value of p for which x plus p is a factor of x square plus px plus 3 minus p. We have to find the value of p, right? And this x plus p is a factor. So if x plus p is a factor of this polynomial, it means when we put x plus p equals to 0, or simply when we find value of x, that is minus p here, and when we put this value here in this polynomial, then this will satisfy the polynomial. What is the meaning satisfy? Means when we put the value, we will get 0. Okay, so when we put the value of x in this polynomial becomes 0 because this x plus p is a factor of the given polynomial. So what we will do, at the place of x we'll put minus p. So the given polynomial is x square plus px plus 3 minus p. So when we put this polynomial, when we put the value of x minus p, then this polynomial becomes 0. So minus p square plus p multiplied by minus p plus 3 minus p equals to 0. Now minus p square is p square plus minus minus p multiplied by p is p square plus 3 minus p equals to 0. Now this p square and p square will cancel out. When you transpose this p, you will get 3 equals to p. It means the value of p is 3. So the correct option is C. C is the correct option, 3. Okay. Let's move to the next question. The three rational numbers between 3 and 4 are, now we have to find the rational numbers between these two numbers 3 and 4. So we know that there are infinitely many rational numbers between any two given rational number. Here 3 and 4 are also rational numbers because 3 can be written as 3 by 1 and 4 can be written as 4 by 1. So there are infinitely many numbers between these two rational numbers. But here we are given three rational numbers. Okay, so the first way is that method by which we can find rational number between the rational numbers, a plus b by 2. Okay, but it is not necessary that whatever value or whatever rational number we are getting is written here. So in this case, what we can do, since we are already given three options, so we will just check whether which number lies between 3 and 4. So how we will check? We will simply divide. Okay, so let us start with the option D. If you divide 11 by 4, then 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. So 4 2s are 8. Okay, and how many are left? 3. So it is something 2.3. Okay, this 11 by 4 is nearly equal to 2.3. So this 2.3, when you observe, you will find that this 2.3 does not lie between uh, 3 and 4. So this option D is wrong. Now what about 12 by 7? So 12 by 7 means when you divide, 7 2s are 14. So here, and 7 1s are 7. So it is something nearly equal to 1 point, but we need to find between 3 and 4. So this option is also wrong. Now 13 by 4. So if this number doesn't lie between 3 and 4, so no need to check with these numbers. Okay, now let us move to the second question, second option, 13 by 4. So when you divide this 13 by 4, 4 3s are 12. Okay, then 1 carry. So when you put decimal, you will get 10 here. Now 4 2s are 8. 2 will get as a remainder, and then 4 5s are 20. So this number 14.3 lies between 3 and 4. So this number lies between. Now we will check with the second number, 14 by 4. So when you divide this 14 by 4, 4 3s are 12, 2 left, 4 5s are 20. So this number is also between 3 and 4. Okay, now we will see the last number, we'll divide this 15 by 4. 4 4s are 16 and 4 3s are 12. 3 carry. 3 not carry, remainder. Now when you put decimal, you will get 30 here. Now 4 6 are 4 5s are 4 6 are 4 7s are 4 8s are 4 7s are. Okay, 28 to carry. Now 4 5s are 20. So all these three numbers lies between 3 and 4. So this B is the correct option. Okay, but if you start with option 1, since I already knew the answer, that's why I started with option D. But of course in the exam we will start with the option 1. So what will you do? 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 is 2.5. Okay, which does not lie between 3 and 4. So this A is not the correct option. So correct option is D. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Question number 3 is the signs of respective x coordinate and y coordinate of a point lying in second quadrant are. Means in second quadrant, the sign of x and y coordinate. Be careful whenever you find this word respectively. Respectively means in the same order we have to find. So in the same order means first we need to find the x coordinate, sign of x coordinate, and then y coordinate in second quadrant. So we know that in first quadrant all are positive. In second quadrant, since we have negative axis, so x is negative and y is positive because y is here in the upward direction. So the sign of x coordinate in second quadrant is negative and y coordinate is positive. So the correct option will be minus plus first option. Okay, so here A is the correct option. Second one is the sign of x coordinate of a point lying in third quadrant is. The sign of x coordinate only, okay, not y coordinate, on x coordinate, only x coordinate. We have to find the sign of x coordinate in the third quadrant. So this is our third quadrant. So when you observe, you will find that in third quadrant we have negative x-axis. So the sign of x-axis or x coordinate in the third quadrant is minus. So the correct option is B. Next question is, if x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, then find the value of k. In the previous question we have seen that if x plus b is a factor, so if we are given factor, it means that value of x will satisfy the polynomial. Okay, so here x plus 1 is a factor, so when you put x equals to minus 1, this polynomial becomes 0. So 2x square plus kx is a polynomial. So when you put x equals to minus 1, this polynomial becomes 0. So 2 multiplied by minus 1 square plus k multiplied by minus 1 is equals to 0. So when you simplify, you'll get 2 minus k equals to 0 or k equals to 2. So the correct answer is C, 2. Next is the point 0, 4 lies on first quadrant, negative x-axis, positive x-axis, y-axis. Now whenever you find 0, if any coordinate is 0, it means the point does not lie in any quadrant, the point lies on axis. Okay, here x coordinate is 0. What is the meaning of it? If x coordinate is 0, it means the point lies on y-axis, and if y coordinate is 0, then the point lies on x-axis. Okay, so here x coordinate is 0, it means the point is here on y-axis. Now it can be on positive y-axis or on negative y-axis. So now it depends on the y coordinate. Here y coordinate is positive, it means the point is on here in the upward direction or on positive y-axis. So the point is somewhere here. So the point is where? On y-axis. So now the options are first quadrant, no. Negative x-axis, no. The point is on y-axis, so these two options are wrong. Now the next option is y-axis. Here we are not given positive y or negative y, so uh, it's y-axis simply. So the correct option is option D. The y coordinate of any point lying on x-axis. Just now I said that the x coordinate on y-axis is 0 and y coordinate on x-axis is 0. So y coordinate here on x-axis, if you measure the perpendicular distance, then it is 0 because the point is here. If suppose the point is here, then we can measure the distance, but the point is on x-axis, so the distance from this point from x-axis is 0. Okay, so the correct option is A, 0. Next question is the point where the two axes meet is called. So the two axes, this is x-axis and this y-axis. The point where the two axes meet is called origin. Very simple question. And the point minus 4 comma 5 and 4 comma minus 5 are situated. So we will see where is this minus 5 comma 4. So this is always the first coordinate represent, or the first value is always the value of x and second is always the value of y. So here x is negative, means x is here on negative axis, x is here, and y is positive, means this point minus 5 comma 4 is here in which quadrant? First, second quadrant. Okay, this is our third quadrant and this is our fourth quadrant. And this point here, x is value of x is positive, means here we are here, and y is negative, means downward. So this point 4 comma minus 5 lies in which quadrant? In the fourth quadrant. Now let us see the options. Same quadrant? No, they are in different quadrants, so first option is wrong. First and third quadrant? No, they are not in the first and second quadrant. Different quadrants, and the fourth option is fourth and second quadrant respectively. Now this point is very important, respectively. It means the first point is in the fourth quadrant and second point is in the second quadrant. But this option is wrong. Why? Because this point is, the first point is in the second quadrant. If it is second and fourth quadrant respectively, then this option is correct. Okay, so this option is wrong because of this respectively. Okay, it should be second and fourth quadrant. So what will be the correct option? Option C, different quadrants. Okay, let's move to the next question. Point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of the equation, then value of k is. If any point lies on the graph of equation, it means the point will satisfy the equation. And what is the meaning of satisfy the equation? Means we can put the value. Okay, so here, as I said, the first value is the value of x and second value is the value of y always. So what we will do in this equation, we will put x equals to 3 and y equals to 4. Okay, so 3 multiplied by y is 4 now, and k multiplied by x is 3 and plus 7. Now we will simplify. 12 minus 7, we will transpose the 7 here, and 3k. Okay, so 12 minus 7 is 5 equals to 3k. So what will be the value of k? 5 and divided by 3. So 5 by 3. So the correct option is B. Next is the graph of x equals to 3 is a line. Now how will you plot this x equals to 3 here in the coordinate axis or xy plane? So x equals to 3. So when you start measuring from the origin, x is 3, x is positive. Okay, x is 3 means here, right? So x is equals to 3 is here. So when you draw a line passing through this point, you will find that this line is parallel to y-axis. Okay, so out of this four options, let us see the options. Parallel to x-axis at a distance of 3 units from the line is not parallel to x-axis, so the first option is wrong. Parallel to y-axis, that's correct, at a distance of 3 units from the origin. Okay, that is correct. And let us also see the last two options. Makes an intercept 3 on the x-axis. This is also correct. Intercept with x-axis means the line is intersecting x-axis at a point 3. So this option is also correct. But the second option, see the last option, intercept on y-axis, so this is also wrong. So out of these three, which one is the best option? Okay, the line is also making an intercept 3 on the y-axis, but here we are given more information. Okay, we are also given that the line is also parallel to y-axis. So out of this B and C, which option is the best option? Option B. Okay, because this has given more information about the graph or the nature or graph of this equation. Okay, so the correct option is option B. Next is, which of the following is equals to x cube? Okay, which value is equals to x cube? So we are given few values. Let us simplify. So x raised to the power 6 minus x raised to the power 3. The only thing we can do is here we can take x cube as common, because this x raised to the power 6 can be written as x square multiplied by x raised to the power. If you remember the laws of exponents, then if base is same, then we can add the powers. So here the only thing we cannot subtract or add to this type of numbers whose powers are different. Okay, so here what we can do, we can only take x cube as common. So when you take common, you will get x square minus 1. So this is of course not equals to x cube, so the first one is wrong. Second is, just now I said if base is same and there is a multiplication sign, then we can add the power. So in this case we will simply add the power. So when you add power, you will get x raised to the power 9, right? So of course this is also not equals to x cube. Now next is x raised to the power 6 divided by x raised to the power 3. So x raised to the power 6 means, what is the meaning of x raised to the power 6? It means we multiply x 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and x raised to the power 3 means multiply x 3 times. So this 3x will cancel out. Okay, so now we will left with this 3x which are in multiplication, so x cube. So the third option is correct. Okay, and if you see the last one, then using this laws of exponents, x raised to the power m raised to the power n, power, then we will simply multiply the power. So here when you simplify, you will get x raised to the power 6 multiplied by 3, 18. So the correct option is option C, because this value is equals to x cube, right? Let's move to the next question. Which of the following is an irrational number? Now we know that irrational number are those numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. Cannot be, okay, expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integer and q is not 0. This is the first definition or the way which we can identify whether the number is rational or irrational. Now here no number is written in the form of p by q, or if you want, you can write, you can change the number in the form of, you can write in the number in the form of p by q. But if you observe, you will find that we can write these two numbers easily. We remove the decimal, we'll put zeros in the denominator, 1 and zeros. Okay, but what about these two numbers? So this, in class 8 there was one chapter, square and square root. So if you remember this root 25, this 225 is a square root of 15, means 15, when you multiply 15 twice you will get 225. So this 225 is basically square of 15, or square root of 225 is 15. Okay, so this value is actually equal to 15, right? Now when you observe these two numbers, here you will find that the two numbers are, if you remember the definition of irrational number, the numbers whose decimal expansion is, remember, terminating and repeating. Okay, terminating means जो stop हो जाए, right? So there are three terminology: terminating, okay, जो stop हो जाए, and then non-terminating and repeating, जो stop भी नहीं हो रहा है, and repeating. Okay, the numbers are repeating after the decimal. And the third, non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, the number is neither terminating nor repeating. There is one more word for repeating, recurring. Okay, so there were three terminologies. So if the number is terminating, as well as if the number is terminating and non-terminating and repeating. In both the cases, the number is rational. And any number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-repeating is irrational. Okay, so the first way we can check we can check if the number is in the form of p by q, then it is rational, otherwise it's irrational. And so another way, by looking at the decimal expansion. Okay, the decimal expansion of a number is non-terminating and non-repeating, then the number is irrational. So here this is 15. 15 is a rational number because 15 can be written as 15 by 1. And here the decimal expansion is terminating, stop ho gaya hai, so it's a rational number. Here the decimal expansion is also terminates, so it is again a rational number. So this option is correct. Root 23 is an irrational number. Okay, so the correct option is option A. Now the next question, the value of f of x when x equals to -1. This is very simple. We have to find this value by putting x equals to -1 here. Okay, so 5 multiplied by -1 minus 4 multiplied by -1 square. So -5 minus 4 multiplied by -1 square is 1. So -5 minus 4 is minus, sorry, I forgot this plus 3 plus 3. So -4 minus 5 plus 3. So -4 minus 5 is -9. -9 plus 3 is -6. So the correct answer is -6. Third option, option C is correct. Next is the zero of the polynomial. Now, zero of the polynomial means we need to find the value of x. In simple word, we can say find the value of x. Okay, for what value the function or this polynomial becomes zero. Okay, that is the meaning of this word zero of the polynomial, which makes the polynomial zero. So how we can find the value? We will simply put the polynomial 0 and then we'll simply find the value of x. How will you find the value of x? We'll first transpose this constant term. So when you transpose, you'll get -7, and then we'll transpose these two. It's in multiplication, so we need to divide here. So the value of x is -7 by 2, and this is the zero of this polynomial, because if you put x equals to -7 by 2 here, you will get 0. This polynomial becomes 0. Okay, that is why this is called zero of the polynomial. So the correct option is option D. Next is the factorization of this number. Okay, we have to find factors of this. So there is a specific particular steps. So the first step is we'll multiply the constant term and the coefficient of x square. So when you multiply, you will get 18. Okay, now what we will do in the second step, first step is clear. We'll multiply the coefficient, and suppose if the coefficient of x square is 1, then we will simply get this constant only. Okay, but this is the general procedure to find the factors by splitting the middle term method. Okay, so now we'll find all the factors of 18. So 2 nines are, 3 threes are, and 3 ones are. So the factors of 18 are 1. 1 is a factor of all the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 3. These are the factors. Now what we will do, you see here it's 11, and the product is, we have to select two numbers in such a way that product should be 18 plus 18, and after addition or subtraction we should get this positive 11. Okay, so out of this 4 we have to select two numbers. Okay, we cannot leave one number, because if you leave, you won't get product 18. So we have to select two numbers in such a way that product should be 18 plus 18, and after addition or after subtraction of these two numbers we should get this 11, positive 11. So what we will do, if we take this 1 and rest of the numbers, 3 twos are 3 threes are 9, 9 twos are 18. If you take 18 and 1, then product of 18 and 1 is 18, but if you add 18 and 1 you will get 19, and if you subtract you will get 17. So we cannot take this combination 18 and 1. What if we take this 2 and this 9? If we take 2 and 9, then the product is of course 18, and if we when we add, we'll get 11, and when we subtract we will get 9. 2 minus 9 or 9 minus 2, or we can also take 9 minus 2, because here it's positive. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So these are the two numbers, because when we add we'll get 11, and when we multiply we'll get 18. So the numbers are 2 and 19. So this number, this expression, this 6x square plus 11x plus 3. So we can write this middle term as 9x plus 2x. If you want, you can also write 2x plus 9x. It doesn't make any difference. Okay. Now the next step, this is second step, is very important. Identifying these two numbers. Now the third step is we will split the middle term. Okay. And then in the next step, what we will do, in the third step only, what we will do, we'll make pair of these two. So from the first two we will take something common, and from the next two we will take common. Okay. So here when you observe, you will find that here we have 3 as well as x, both are common. So when you take 3x common, so you'll get 2x here and plus 3 here. And here nothing is common, so we'll take plus 1 as common. Now after taking common, you will always find these two brackets same. If you are not getting same bracket, it means you made a mistake. Okay. So now what we will do, we'll take this bracket as common. So other than this bracket, now we have 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1. So these are the two factors of the given polynomial. So which one is the correct option? 2x plus 3 and 3x. The first one is the correct option. And since it's a multiple choice question, so you can also do one thing. You can, instead of doing this, there is another way. In this way can be used, can also be used in MCQs only, because we are given the options. What you can do is you can multiply this factor, and which multiplication is equals to this one, that will be the answer. Okay, that is another method, but this is applicable only if you are given MCQ types question. Okay, so here what we will do, we'll multiply this two brackets. 3 3x multiplied by 2x is 6x square, plus 3x multiplied by 3 is 9x, plus 2 multiplied by 1 is 2x, plus 3 ones are 3. So again when you add, you will get 6x square plus 11x plus 3. So this way also you can find the correct option. Okay, now let's move to the next question. If x plus 1 by x is 4, then value of x square plus 1 by x square is what? So here we have square is square. So this will, to find this value, what we will do, we will find, we'll take square of both sides, because we have one identity, a plus b the whole square, which is equals to a plus b square plus 2ab. So here we have only x and 1 by x, but we need x square square. So what we will do, we'll take squaring, we'll simply square both sides of the equation, but both sides, ऐसा नहीं कि one side कर लिया. Okay, so when we square both sides in LHS, we will get a square means x square plus 2a is x, b is 1 by x, plus b square means 1 by x square is equals to 4 square is 16. Now see this one, it's a single term where we have x and 1 by x, so we can cancel this x and 1 by x. So now we are left with x square plus 2 plus 1 by x square is equals to 16. Now what we have to find, we have to find x square plus 1 by x square, we have to find x square plus 1 by x square. So what we will do, we will transpose these two here. So x square plus 1 by x square is equals to 16 minus 2. So 16 minus 2 is 14, so the correct option is option B, 14. Okay, let's move to the next question. A binomial of degree 20 is the following. Now degree means the highest power of the variable. Degree means the highest power of the variable. So in any out of this four, if you find any degree or power of variable 20, then that will be the answer. So in the first case, here this 20 is not the degree, not the power, it's, this is the coefficient of x. So this option is wrong. Here degree of x means power of x is 1, so the degree of this polynomial is 1. Now here this is x by 20 plus 1. Here also when you observe, you will find that the value or the power of x is 1. So here the degree of this polynomial is 1, not 20. So this is again not the answer. Here the degree, the power of x is 20. So we can say the degree of this polynomial is 20. So this C is the correct option. And when you see the last option here, the power of x is 2. So here the degree of this polynomial is 2. So we only need to find the correct option. The correct option is option C. Next is the product of rational and irrational number. This you already know. The product of rational and irrational number is sometimes rational or sometimes irrational. Can you give me one example? We can take one example. Suppose if we take a rational number 2, which is a rational number, and irrational number root 3. So 2 root 3, is it a rational or irrational? It's an irrational number. Okay. So every rational number is, so every rational, so there is a it's like a chain. So first we have natural numbers. The number starts from uh, 1 2 and 3. So first we have a set of natural number. Okay, and if we add 0 in it, then we'll get a set of whole number. And if we get, now what about the, now we have 0 and the positive numbers. Now if we add the negative numbers in this combination, then we'll get a set of integers. Okay, so in set of integers we have 0, we have all the positive numbers, all the negative numbers. And uh, in integers we have 0, we have numbers positive and negative. But what about those numbers which are in this form, 2 by 3 minus 6 by 7? So in this case what we will do, we will add, if we add these type of numbers also, then we'll get a set of rational number. Okay, and the numbers which are not in the form of p by q, they are irrational number. So this is different one. Okay, irrational number is different. And the set of all the rational and irrational is, the biggest set is called a real number. So the question is, every rational number is, so now we are here, every rational number is natural number, integer, real number? No. See, every natural number is whole number. Is it correct? Every natural number is whole number. Is it correct? No. Why? Because whole number we have 0, but in natural number we don't have 0. So which option is correct? Every rational number is whole number, or natural number, or integer, or rational number? Which one is correct? Every natural number is whole number is correct. Suppose we have 1. So 1 is a natural number. 1 is also whole number. Correct. So every natural number is a whole number. Every whole number is an integer. Every integer is a rational number. And every rational number is a real number. So the correct option is option D. Okay. The correct option is option D. Now if you see the reverse, every rational number is an integer. Is it true? Suppose if we take a rational number 2 by 3, then this is also an integer? No. 2 and 3 are separately integer, but this is not an integer. Okay. So every rational number is a real number. So here the correct option is option B. Can you write 0 in the form of P by Q? Yes, we can write 0 in the form of P by Q, because here we have a condition, a rational number which can be expressed in the p by q, where p and q are integers and q should not be 0. The denominator should not be equals to 0. So 0 is an integer, but 0 can be written as 0 by 1, because this 1 is not 0. 0 can be written as 0 by 2, 0 by 100, 0 by 1000, even we can write 0 by minus 99. So there are so many ways we can express the 0 in the form of p by q. So the correct answer is yes. Can we write 0 in the form of p by q? Yes, we can write. Okay, so the correct option is option A. Next is we have to add these two numbers. We can add these numbers only if the number written in the root is same. Okay, we can subtract and add only if the number written in the square root is same. So here this number is same, so what we can do, we can simply add. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So the correct option is 7 root 6. Basically what we are doing, we are taking this root 6 common. So when you take root 6 common, you will get 3 here and plus 4 here, and 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7 root 6. So the correct option is 7 root 6. Next is, now we are given a case study based question. So let us see this question. Charity is something more than mere kindness. It is not a beggar's doll that we offer and then pass on and forget. It is not mere composition based on feeling of superiority, as though conferring some favor, it means tolerance. In order to do charity on a birthday, Mira distributed chocolates in an orphanage. She gave 5 chocolates to each child and 20. So there is something is missing here. The correct thing is she gave 5 chocolates to each child, and after this and we have and 20 to adults. Okay, she distributed 5 chocolate to each child and 20 chocolates to adult. Now adult taking number of children as x. Okay, so after this and up to here this line is missing. She gave 5 chocolates to each child and 20 to adults, taking number of children as x and total chocolate distributed as y. Chirag, a student of class 9, raises some questions about the conditions, then answer the following questions. So, she gave 5 chocolate to each child and 22 adults. What we have to consider here, the x is number of children. What is x? Number of children. And what is y? Total chocolates. Okay, total chocolates. So according to the given question, we have to form a linear equation. So the total number of chocolates, will be equals to the the total chocolates given to the children and chocolates given to the adults. Okay, so in word problem we will write the total chocolates will be equals to the chocolates given to whom? To children plus to adults. Okay, so she gave 20 chocolates to the adults, and she gave 5 chocolates to each child, and there are x number of children. So 5 chocolates she gives to one child. So how many chocolates he will this x children will get? So it will be 5x only. Okay, and total chocolates we have y. So this is the linear equation represents this situation. Y equals to 5x plus 20. Now you just choose which option is correct, which option is same as this one. So option B is correct. Okay, so the next question which is given here is, if she distributed 145 chocolates, then how many children are there in the orphanage? So the equation, the answer we will find by the equation only. Okay, so the equation is y equals to 5x plus 20. I will write the equation here, y equals to 5x plus 20, where y is the number of chocolates and x is the number of children. So if she distributed 145 chocolates, so if the total number of chocolates is 145, then we have to find the number of children, and simply we have to find the number of value of x. So now we can simplify the value of x. We will transpose this 20 here, and when you subtract this 20 you will get 125 equals to 5x, and when you find x, simply divide by 5, so x equals to 25. So the correct option is option C. If the number of children is 18, then find the number of distributed chocolates. So in this equation, y is what? Number of chocolates, and x is number of children. So if the number of children is 18, means what if the value of x is 18, then what will be the value of y? So how will you find this? We'll simply put the value of x, 18. 5 multiplied by 18 plus 20. Okay, and then yes, this is correct. So now what we will do? We'll simply multiply 90 plus 20 is 110. So the correct option is option C. Okay, 18 5 is 90 plus 20, 110. And then the next question is, if she gave 8 chocolates to each child and 28 chocolate to adults, 20 chocolates to adults, total chocolates distributed as y, then form a linear equation. So here also the total chocolate distributed is y, and this total chocolates means the chocolate given to the children plus given to adults. So if she gave 8 chocolates in the previous one, she gave 5 chocolates to each child, so the total number of children is 8, and now she is giving 8 chocolate to each child, so total chocolates given to the children will be 8 multiplied by x, plus she gave 28 chocolates to the adults. Okay, so this is the required equation representing this situation condition. Okay, so the total number of chocolate is equals to 8 multiplied by number of children plus 28 chocolates which were given to the adults. Then if she distributed 188 chocolates, then how many children are there in the orphanage? If she distributed 188 chocolate means here now y is 188, then how many children are there in the orphanage? So in this equation we will put the value of y equals to 188. So 188 minus 28 is equals to 8x. Now we'll simplify. 8 minus 8 is 0. 8 minus 2 is 6. So it's 160 divided by 8x. So now we will find x equals to 160 by 8, 20. How many students are there? How many children there are there? 20. So here the correct option is y equals to 8x plus 28, and here the correct option is a. Here it is c and here it is x. A.